Last week we made it to the Bahamas, and this week we're going to continue our journey with our West Coast friends who have a Nordhavn 40. Day 2. Look at that sunrise. Isn't that pretty? We have friends on board for 3 weeks this trip, and we want to get from West Palm Beach all the way down here in the Exumas. We didn't want to do overnighters. We weren't familiar with the area, so we took our first leg from Fort Lauderdale over to Bimini Island. Check this out. There's lines that show where popular routes are. We are running around like crazy, of course. We're trying to get off in dawn before light. Dan is getting the garbage off the boat since we're at a dock. Can't see him hardly. Julie is helping cutting and taking some photographs. Eric is collecting garbage. Can't see anybody. We are making a crustless bacon avocado quiche for breakfast. Last night while the generator was on, I got a lemon cake made because Julie likes lemon cake. Quiche is in the oven and the dishes done. What a pretty morning. Have to remember to take a minute to just enjoy the morning rather than run around and get the boat ready and go. We have a long ride today and we need to do it during while the sun is out. We can't be coming in the dark, so that's why it is an all-out push. It's gonna be another day that's on the open ocean, so I can't we're anticipating it's gonna be rough like yesterday, maybe not quite as rough, but I needed to get some food ready. So anyhow, we are off on another day. We're gonna go up and around the Bimini Islands, and we're gonna go around this marker, and we're gonna follow the travel lines and stay in the deeper area. That dark blue area gets really shallow, and we are headed over to Chub Cay. Eric's in there testing the bow and stern thruster. I think we've decided Dan's gonna do most of the lines. Dan's up there with the nice little pink tie, ready to untie the lines. I guess we're going. I gotta get busy. Dan, where are we headed?
We're headed out the inlet here.
But where are we going today?
What's the first thing? We are going to Chub Cay,
Okay.
I believe. That's the intended destination.
We'll see if we make it.
Our plans are written in sand.
At low tide.
Yeah, well, we're high tide right now, so we're leaving on an outgoing tide, which is a good thing. And it's not Friday.
I think it helps Eric to have somebody to kind of make him smile and laugh. Apparently I can't do that. We are headed out of this really, really narrow channel that's very shallow with this big ship coming in. We're not in Alaska anymore, I can tell you that. Though there's still cruise ships here. Cruise ships are everywhere. Well, so we've got 3 feet of water. Eric's trying to steer. Dan's going out on the bow. Okay, we don't know our horns. Safety first, Cape Express.
Back out to where you are here. Cut that movie, yeah.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah.
I thought
We saw that yesterday. That's the advantage of coming in at low tide. You see everything that might be around.
can you see this? You can see straight to the bottom. Nine feet of water. Oh yeah, definitely. It's on that green one was on the sand yesterday. It's all pink and blue. It's not even blue, it's pink and turquoise. We have the water maker working, so Eric was able to wash the salt off the boat last night. before we walked around a little. How's the quiche? Oh, good. Dan?
Still enjoying it.
Better than making you do your own eggs and bacon?
Oh yeah.
It's about 12:30 on Saturday, and we are headed to Chub Cay. Everybody's kind of quietly doing things around the boat. This is what I'm seeing out the window. We've got about 21 knots of wind on our nose. Quite a bit of water comes over this bow, but the right's pretty smooth. And we are going about 8.8 knots. So I guess we're going to get in about 5:30 or so. Well, back to just watching the waves.
That's a good sign.
We are about 2.5 hours out from where we think we might anchor, we hope. Just found out that this boat's anchored there before and spent the night, so that's a good sign. Dan is here in charge.
I don't know about that.
We now have 27 knots wind on our front. We're going 8.8 knots. And we're getting quite a bit of salt water over the bow. Actually, it's not doing it right now. We see a marker over there, so that's always good that the marker is where it's supposed to be. So even though this wind is really quite a bit of wind, we aren't getting huge waves because of how shallow it is. Just a lot of water. Distin still being a little trooper. She's such a good girl. Aren't you? Aren't you a good girl? We came around that marker and the seas all changed. There was more depth to the water and it got rougher. We ended up running at 1,400 RPMs most of the rest of the day. We're near Chub Cay, and the wind's going to be coming out of the southeast tonight. So they're supposed to be good. Holding here, but we might get some wind, so we're kind of checking it out. This boat, as I said earlier, has been anchored here before. We'll see what happens. We came in here and tried to anchor at Chub Cay, but the winds were going the wrong way, so we decided it wasn't going to be a good anchorage. I think everybody's trying to reach consensus on where we're going to anchor.
Jesus.
22 knots of wind. We've got 5 feet below the keel. So the consensus is that we are going to leave here and we are going to go try this other anchorage right over here. Ooh, it's windy and it's kind of cold. We're all dressed like summer because it's hot inside, but it's kind of chilly. If everything had gone as planned, we would be anchoring before dark. Consensus is that it looks a little deeper over there, so we're headed over there.
It doesn't look deeper to you, it's darker. So, yeah.
And it was a no-go on that anchorage. It was too rocky, so we had to move on.
Just saying, it's insane. Sit down, Kimberley. Okay,
This is like insane. I'm done. I want to get off.
go ahead, because it's not very deep. You can swim.
I could walk to land. Actually, we're at about 59 feet right now. That's where she told me I could swim too. She obviously doesn't know my swimming capacities. This is coming from the person who just asked me where the life vests were. Right, Distin? Distin?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're like, just let me go poop. Well, that was a big no on that anchorage, so we are going someplace else. What didn't you like about that anchorage? Besides it being only 1 foot below us.
It's rock. Anchor wouldn't hold.
Anchor wouldn't hold because of the rocks.
Rock.
Yeah. Distin went out to go pee. I looked down and there's a whole bunch of rocks. Well, the sun's going down. We're still trying to find the anchorage. One that they were going to go into, the wind's blowing directly in there, so going a little bit farther. I guess we're going to do what they tell everybody not to do. We're going to be out in the dark before anchoring. I probably missed one of our anchoring attempts, but we finally go around on the outside here and we go into Bond Key. We go through this narrow entrance and go through this very shallow area to anchor here.
222-212-19-17-16-15-14-13. Back her up.
2, 3.
Yeah. 5.
Yeah.
So far I haven't peed my pants, but it's getting
Yeah.
close. 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-7.
Julie's up there reading the depth as the guys keep their eyes on the chart. Eric, you turning up the stabilizers?
Yeah, let's turn the water maker off.
There's already up.
We are very close to the bottom.
7, 7, 1, 7, 2, 6, 8, 6, 9, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 9. Oh, look at that, we can see. Actually, that was good near the anchor. Oh, that, there, we can see the bottom there.
Oh my gosh, is that big light that's on top of our boat?
Yep.
It's awesome, because we can see it.
I have some fish.
2, 1, 2, 4.
You got some fish?
1, 7, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 9, 2, 1. 2, 9, 3, 3, 3, 5, 3,
Look at the
6,
fish.
3, 7, 3, 7. No, let's not look at the fish. 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 9, 2, 8, 2, 9, 3, 2, 9, 2, 7, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 6, 2, 8, 2, 5,
Julie's calling out the number of feet under the boat.
2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 9, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, drop anchor. 2, 2, 2, 8, 2, 1, 1, 7, 1, 9, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 8, 2, 6, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Damn. It's nice and sandy. 1, 9, 2, 2.
We're in the middle of a channel, and you can't drop the anchor in the middle of a frickin' channel.
I don't think anybody's going over here. 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 1.2, 1.9, 1.9, 1, 1.1, 1, 1.2, 1.1, 1.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.6. 7, 0.8, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. We have to get it to 3 feet. So it's a negative in the morning.
No, it's not in the morning, it's at nighttime.
Negative 0.94 tomorrow.
6 hours after
Okay.
8, 6 is 14, is 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay,
I'm in the pilot house on the settee, and I've got my phone up, and I'm tracking where we're going as well. Those are fathoms on the chart.
1.0, 1.0, 0.9, 0.1, sorry, heart attack. 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. It should be getting deeper. 1.7, 1.8, 1.9.
We're getting closer to where we're going to anchor. You can see the anchor right up there in the top right-hand corner.
2, 2.2, 2.1, 2.3, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, 2.9, 2.7, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9.
Can't see much. We've got the pilot house dark. It's getting really dark outside. How big's the tide change?
It's 3.
3.
3.5.
Look over the side and see what's sort of bottom we're doing.
2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.7. 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.1, 3.2.
No?
You really can, Dan. I mean, it looks the same here. Look at it. I'd like to say it's sand, but I'm not sure.
So we have the spotlight going out there. It is now pretty dark. It looks lighter on video than it is in real life.
About high tide.
We also have to worry about what happens with the tide. We're at high tide now,
No.
Not quite yet.
but close.
8:15, 3.2, and it's 3 feet at 8:15. 2.84.
Whatever it was, that is.
Okay, it's like totally dark now. It looks like it's light here, but that's the iPhone. It's like
Ready?
almost totally dark here.
Huh?
Go ahead. Guess he's not gonna have to drop it very far. So we're swinging around. The anchor's been dropped. We're swinging around. In case anybody's wondering, we have a total of 1, 2, 3 navigation guides or electronics helping us spot these things. Dan has one he likes. We've got one on the boat, and we've got found one that we like on the East Coast that we're using. As you can tell, it's really windy, and it's about 8 p.m. at night by now.
course for a little bit. It's kind of.
Does it feel like it's sticking?
You know, we should be back and straight out against it here.
Turning. Is that a fish? At least he's not cold.
It's not set.
It's just moving, isn't it? Well, it's supposed to be sand or weeds, right? After all that, we are having a heck of a time getting that anchor to stick. Well, we finally got anchored, but I don't think anybody felt really comfortable with where we were. We were anchored in just under 4 feet of water. Well, it's nighttime. We've had dinner, salad. Nobody really wanted to eat. Cake. Everybody wanted cake. And Eric's getting ready to sleep up here. Dan and Julie are down there asleep, and Distin and I are headed down there. It's probably gonna be a long night. Short day tomorrow, I hope. It is morning. We are still floating. Really good news. It looks like there's so much water, but I tell you, it was scarier in the dark, and it's the depth. Eric was sleeping in the pilot house all night. I'm sure he didn't sleep that well. And Dan just came up the stairs, so everybody's kind of getting going. See clear to the bottom so you can see where there's seaweed or rock, or I don't know what it is. We need to get out of here too. So no matter what the wind, I think we're going. We're going to try to make it short because we're all getting pretty fatigued. Well, we didn't move much. That's good news. So what did you guys figure out?
We got the same depth as we had when we came in. Yeah,
So it should only get better, right?
We have all had our coffee, and it is now coming up on high tide. We have our tracks ready. Eric is out here bringing up the anchor. It is windy. So the tide is higher as we're going out than it was last night as we're coming in. We came in at more like half tide yesterday. We're leaving at almost high tide.
5 feet under the keel.
But pretty much the same group of people, just it's a little less scary when the tide's higher, and it's a little less scary when you can see.
You see that? I don't see the boat.
It's probably my last chance to be outside videotaping because we're gonna hit some waves and get wet. Windy. We're seeing anywhere between 26 and 30 knots of wind, which is not what predict wind or Dan's app says. Thank goodness this boat can handle it. Not sure. Look at that. Julie's trying to lock things down in the kitchen. I'm just sitting here with Distin. I'm done. We left Bonds Key about 8 in the morning, and we got into West Bay on New Providence Island about 1 o'clock. Well, that was a good several hours of pure torture. It was really, really rough. Things flying everywhere, you couldn't walk. Shit got a redneck way of securing the refrigerator. So that will definitely be on our list of things that we've got to get fixed. And here it is, all nice and pretty and turquoise again. Oh, this sounds so good to have the anchor go down. You take this directions. Much better ending to a day than last night. Right after the boat got washed, the refrigerator is getting fixed.
I'm gonna try.
Because, yeah, that was crazy. Or we could just stay out of that kind of weather.
Well, there's always that.
We'll have to check predict wind next time.
Oh, yeah, because it did so well this time.
Want me to hold it? Like, flip it up like this?
So we finally made it. We made it early afternoon. Everybody's been just trying to deal with the rolliness. And sharp door, second door down. Julie is making a really good smelling dinner.
Sure does smell good.
Dan is enjoying himself.
Yeah.
We have managed to figure out how to get Super Bowl in the Bahamas. We do not normally have this TV up. This is how we bought the boat, so we just put this in the closet for special occasions like Super Bowl. Eric is out here totally relaxing because he didn't get much sleep last night because he was just kind of doing anchor watch. As you can see, we are rocking like crazy. Too lazy to put on the flopper stopper.
Which is that 55 one?
But the 55 over there is rocking too. I thought that it would be still, and it's not. And Distin's like, oh, come on. Did I give her treat? Interesting start to our Bahamas trip. Join in on the next episode to see what happens next.
Havaseas you next time.